Look, 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 look. All right, look. This is the sweetest. Isn't this the sweetest? It is the sweetest. Oh, look, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. No. Ladies and gentlemen, we've won. All right? Get that into your skull. I told you all. I already knew it. Right? We all knew it, all right? Dortmund were gonna bottle it. There is no way around it. There is no way it wasn't gonna be like that. They were gonna bottle it, and we were gonna win it, ladies and gentlemen. It is just that simple, all right? When there are two teams that are absolutely awful playing against each other, the one that has the worst mentality in world football is the one to lose, and that's exactly what happened today. Where Dortmund, well, they bottled it, and guess what? We did not. So, ladies and gentlemen, look. I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. But we must state clearly that we did try our best. We did try our best to bottle it. We did try our absolute best, didn't we, Daniel?
Campeones, campeones, ole, ole, ole. Oh my god, this title hits like crack. Oh, it's so good. They bottled it.
As I always said, that was the only inevitable outcome, and people doubted me.
I'm so sorry. I owe you an apology. I wasn't familiar with your game.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh my god. Also,
Ladies,
can I say rest in peace to FS_BVB on Twitter?
Hey.
He deactivated.
Rip. Rip. It do be like that sometimes. This is the sweetest one. You know what? Bottling it at home. How do you bottle it at home? It was in your hands and you bottle it.
The whole world's rooting for you.
Oh, I love it. Even our opponent today was rooting for them. Minds were just rooting for them. Every time when they scored, they were so hyped. I just knew it was going to backfire. You know what Dortmund are going to do now? You know what they're going to do now? I know for a fact what they're going to do now. They're going to complain because they could have had a penalty in the first half. That's all they're going to focus on. Not the fact that the other team scored 2 and could have potentially had 4 or 5 goals, but they're going to complain that they should have had a penalty. Just watch. We all know that's going to be the case.
That makes
it
better,
what?
Though.
I don't care. I'll be honest. I don't care.
It makes it better for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feast on their tears. I absolutely do. And I don't care, all right? It's just the way it is. I feast on people's tears. It's why if I was a footballer, like my favorite goal would be to deny someone a title. Like, especially at home, bro, I would be feasting. But let's talk about us. Because we were atrocious. We were terrible. And you know what? We still won. I think this settles it, right? We're going to win for the next 10 years. It doesn't matter how we play. It doesn't matter how it goes. We're just going to bam, score. We're going to win. We can lose games. There was obviously no possibility for us to lose today and still win the title. But I knew that there was going to be some tale where Dortmund dropped the ball. And you know who scored for them in the last minute?
Sula.
The only player with a little bit of Bayern DNA in their team.
I was watching that clip. He lost a little bit of weight. I don't think there's that many McDonald's in Dortmund.
There aren't.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone brings it up. It seems that Khan and Brazo are sacked. Yeah, Falk reported that like in the last 5 minutes of the game, but then immediately deleted it. Probably because, well, nobody saw it. Nobody cared about that at that point. And Twitter was just flooded with, people talking about the game. So he probably deleted it just to post it later on. Which, I expect it to, be reported again soon. But I don't care about that right now. So be it. Hey, let them celebrate and then let them be, kicked out. I just feel good. It just feels good, It just feels good. I don't know. I've seen some people say that they'll never watch another Bundesliga game again. The league is awful. The league is done. And I'm just like, bro, I don't care. I really don't care. It's a fun feeling when like the whole league wants you to fail and you just don't. The whole world wants you to fail essentially, and you just don't. You know that feeling? Today's a good day. Today's a good day to write history, ladies and gentlemen. Well, today was a good day to write history. Dortmund is a mixture of Spurs and Arsenal. Look, I always said, well, it's not just a Dortmund story. Unfortunately, it's a Germany story. Like it's just a league story, really. You look at Leverkusen, you look at Dortmund. It's just that all of these teams have bottle genes in them. They just have bottle genes in them, quite frankly, and that's why like there is no distinction between like Dortmund and the rest of the league, and even us. It's just that we're the best of the bottlers, whereas Dortmund are the worst of the bottlers. So that's just the way it goes, ladies and gentlemen. If we sign the right players, then we will win the next 10 years. Hey, as I always said, the league is donezo. The league is donezo. For Arsenal's getting Julian Alvarez, I don't see it happening. I really don't. I like it, but I don't see it happening. Only Schalke and Bochum were on our side. Yeah, pretty much. That's gonna be a party. Schalke fans are gonna be throwing a party right now. They're gonna be like, yes, haha, this is revenge for 2001. Haha. How does it feel? Bayern were bad all season and still won. I think it was Teister today that like made a thread on Twitter that basically said like if we just take the second half of the games into consideration, Bayern would have been 10th. So we were carried all season by our first half, which is atrocious that we would have been 10th. 10th. You know what's crazy, right? It used to be the complete opposite like 2-3 years ago. Where like we would only score in the first half. We would concede in the first half and then score in the second. Now it's the other way around, where we typically lose the second half but win the first. That's mad. That's mad. That's maddening. That's sickening. Quite frankly, it's just no bueno. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Goretzka. You brought up Goretzka. I haven't seen all the content, but you brought up Goretzka. He came on for 14 minutes and then was subbed off again. But you know what? For once, I give credit to Tuchel. His substitutions are right at the end. Hey, respect, sir, respect. It feels good. Just feels good. It's one of those nice trophy wins, you know. A lot of times we win and I'm like, I'm just asleep. I'm just like, that meme of like sleeping. That's me most of the time. But you know what? Today feels good. It just feels good. I know what's also amazing. Dortmund were champions for 9 minutes. For 9 minutes, they were champion. BVB 09. For 9 minutes, they were champion. You can't make it up. The script is just the way it is.
They must have been so gassed for 9 minutes.
Oh. Like, how do you celebrate that? Like, another team is drawing against us.
Yeah.
Like, come on, you should know that. Like, okay, this is for the title. The team has been awful all season, but you should know, right? That like, if it really matters, Bayern is gonna like throw the kitchen sink at the wall, and the chances that we're gonna get a goal is gonna be tremendous. So how are you gonna celebrate? Like if they were winning, okay, that's a different story. But to rely on us drawing, not even losing, but us drawing for like 10 minutes. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm still in shock they tied. That's crazy.
They could have lost this game, honestly, like five. Honestly, they could have scored like 5 goals, 10 goals themselves. Honestly, they've had like 12, 13 shots on target in that game.
Yeah.
But mine's had like an insane amount as well.
I peeked over at the Dortmund game for a little bit, like a few minutes ago, and they put the camera right in Jude Bellingham's face when they lost, and he just flipped that shit down. That was so funny.
It is just the way it is. It is what it is. Hey, that's another added bonus. Rice not having a title. Rice not having a Bundesliga. Feels good. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Congratulations, gentlemen. Bombasta, a blaster. Thank you. Thank you. Look, are we going to discuss the game? Are we?
Nah, who cares? Who cares?
It was another terrible game, but honestly, do I care? Nah. Is Lucas Hernandez headed to PSG? French sources say yes. German sources say no. It looks like from what I'm gathering, it looks like he's made personal terms with PSG, but there's nothing between the club and between Bayern and PSG. So that's kind of where I think it stands at the moment. As I said, Kahn and Salihamidzic are gone. Look, it was a it was inevitable. It was either one or both of them. Right, one of them had to leave basically. I don't like the fact that it happened during the game because I felt like we discuss it maybe tomorrow or the day after or so on and so forth. But no, they had to do it today. I'm not going to discuss it really much today. I don't really care too much, if I'm being honest. I care about the title. It's a right. Let me just put it this way. The title is a right. And usually it feels good, but not great. Today it feels superb. It feels superb. It feels superb. And I was confident. Like, I knew we were going to win it. I knew we were going to win it. But it just feels so much sweeter. It's still happening that way. I like how certain you were about this. Hey, when it comes to Dortmund bottling, right? There is no other team besides Dortmund and Leverkusen that I'm more confident in bottling. And you all know, I don't care about stats. I don't care about form. Dortmund, they were winning games left, right, and center. That doesn't matter to me. What matters is history of a club, mentality of a club. As I think it was Jose Mourinho. No, who was it that said? I think it might have been Jose Mourinho. It's just the history of Dortmund. I know he said that about Tottenham, but it's just the history of Dortmund. I can rely on them. I can rely on them. I can rely on them to be awful, to bottle it, to have the best season ever, and be ahead. And all they need is just to win at home in front of their in front of all their fans and everything. All their fans were gassed. There was like a mile long line outside waiting for the bus and everything when they arrived, and the stadium was bouncing. It was louder than ever. The fans were celebrating. Everything went their way. And they still bottled it. It is what it is. Daniel, It's the guy in your picture.
Yeah. He's the one who did it. Oh. They're doing the title with now. They just took it from the stage to the fans. That's nice. But I couldn't. I was looking at the goal. I'm like, no way. I was expecting like VAR to somehow take it away. I was like, they're gonna find something. I know they will. Because I thought when Sane missed the 1-on-1 before, I'm like, yeah, it's chalk. It's over. Like, good season, done. Good, congrats Dortmund. And then Musiala pulls that out of nowhere.
It just feels good. It just feels good, ladies and gentlemen. It really just does. All right. Musiala has been getting a lot of criticism from me, rightfully so, since the World Cup. But you know what? It's moments like these. It's moments like these. It is moments like these that are just so amazing. Amazing. It makes up for not everything, but it makes up for a lot, right? Gnabry conceding a handball. Of course he does. This was a legacy game for Coman. I said this during the halftime discussion that I had, but this was a legacy game for Coman. Coman has scored in Champions League finals. He scored in DFB Pokal finals. And if you want to consider today's game a final, he scored in it as well. The guy comes up clutch. Say what you want about him scoring 10 goals a season, that being his maximum. But you know what? If one of those 10 goals comes at the crucial moment, hey, I can't complain too much at that point. Oh, yeah. Dortmund, Haller missing that penalty as well. That's when I knew it was over. That's when I knew. Yeah, like when you have all the expectations on you, and you kind of expect Haller to be resilient to it because he played at Ajax. Yeah, so much for that. So much for that. So much for resilience. So much for that. Congrats, boys. Thank you, B-Man. Time to prepare for next season. I want to do well in the Champions League. This is sweet, though. Hilarious, actually. I find it funny. I'm excited. I'm hyped, but I find it more funny than anything. That's really how I feel. Because this season, I'm not gonna look fun. I'm not gonna look back fondly to it. I'll be honest, right? If you ask me in 4 years what I think about this season, I've probably already forgotten about it. Because I'm not gonna remember this season at all. It was terrible for the most part. Right? The only thing notable about this season was the fact that we had a World Cup in the middle of it. That's the only thing that will make me remember this season. But I just find it funny because now I'm gonna remember this final day and just laughing, just finding it funny. That's what I like about football. There are many different stories, but some of them are repetitive, and I like the repetitive stories because you can almost guarantee and bank on it. And you know what? Sula isn't winning the Bundesliga. That was my biggest fear. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even really care too much about Dortmund themselves winning it, but I didn't want Sula and Royce to win it. That was like my mission in life. Anyone but them. I'm petty, but I'm petty. But it is what it is. Because I do feel we're going to lose the Bundesliga in the next 3-4 years. I do feel that's going to happen if we don't actually like reinforce properly. And I don't know whether we will. Now we've made 2 right steps today with getting rid of Khan and Salihamidzic, but hey, forget about that for now. Forget about that for now. We're champions. We're champions. Oh, we are champions. Yeah, that's the funniest part. They had shirts prepared and everything. Before the game, they had like stands of like people selling shirts of like, Dortmund champions 2023. And I'm just like, bro, this is all gonna come back to bite you. We all know that's the case. We all know that's gonna happen. It's all gonna come back to bite you. And you know what? Hey, it do be like that. It do be like that. Just feels good. I just need to show this for a second. Let me show this for a second. 1 second. You see this, guys, ladies and gentlemen? This is what I mean when you don't respect your history. Like, some people respect their history and others don't. And this is what I mean when I say you should always, 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 always. You hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Always. That's the key word for today. The key word, repeat after me, is always. You should always respect your history. Always respect your history. Yeah. I don't think anything more said about it. And now he's gone. Now he's deleted his Twitter. Like, how do you see this happen year after year? You bottling it, and then you still are this confident. At least Arsenal and Tottenham fans have humility.
I wonder what it's like to be a Dortmund fan right now. You waited 10 years for a chance, and on the last day at home, you fuck it up. Imagine that.
Oh, it's just funny. It is hilarious. It is hilarious, isn't it? It was great to witness the legendary, historic, and epic battle between bottlers. Hey, you know when it was over. I'll tell you exactly when I knew it was 100% over. When this happened. When this happened, that's when I knew it was 100% over. Let me show you. This was the moment where it was guaranteed. This right here. When I saw that, I was like, okay, yeah, it's over. It is over. Jude Bellingham handing out bottles to his teammates during the match. That's when I knew they are gonna bottle it 100%. There was no way around it. This image here is gonna be immortalized. It's immortalized, all right. I love football. I always fall out of love with it, and then I just love it. I always fall out of love with it, and then I just go back and I'm just like, yeah, I love it. I just love it. I just can't do without it. Sucks for Jude Bellingham though.
Sucks for Royce.
Ah, Royce, the legendary Royce. Man tried an overhead kick in the game. Like, bro, stay in your lane, little bro. Stay in your lane.
For whatever reason, I always thought he had a Bundesliga, and it was this season where I'm like, oh shit, he actually doesn't even have one.
No, no. He joined the year after they won it, and since then they've not won anything. Since then they've won one DFB Pokal. That's it. And that was against Leipzig. That's it. That's all he's won.
That's wild. I always thought he had one.
10 years. And even though the fact that Bayern keeps bottling it and doesn't make it to the DFB Pokal, they still don't win anything. Who do I think will be the first team besides Bayern to win the Bundesliga? Honestly, if I'm being completely 100% honest, Leipzig. I always said that they're the only team that have the actual mentality to like see it out or close it out. And the reason why they have the mentality is because everyone hates them already. So they're naturally a team that has to deal with the hate, and that makes them more resilient. Which is why, like, if any team is ever going to like take the Bundesliga from us, not so much from a from a talent perspective or performance perspective, but just from an attitude perspective, it would be them. Is what I think. It was what I think. I assume we'll just bank on Dortmund's bad luck keeping them out. It just seems too consistent an outcome at this point. Kind of like, what was it, 2018 when they seemed ahead? Yeah. But you know what? We don't need to. Look, Salihamidzic and Kana gone. We'll see who's going to come in. The reports are Dresden is coming in as a replacement for Khan, but we don't know who's going to replace Salihamidzic. So we'll see how it all pans out, ladies and gentlemen. But that doesn't matter at the moment. Everyone in world football knows exactly what we need. We need a midfielder and we need a striker and perhaps a winger. Perhaps, maybe a centre-back as well, depending on Lucas Hernandez if he wants to go or not. And there are a lot of little aspects that we can refine and touch up. But that doesn't matter right now. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It doesn't, I don't care about that right now. I just care about the Bundesliga right now, which is odd because usually the Bundesliga, as I said, it's like a right. It's like I wake up and I'm like, yeah, this season we're going to win it again because we are Bayern. Today felt different. Today felt happy. Today I feel happy. When you have pancakes every single morning, but like just one day you try pancakes with a little bit something different, right? Instead of pancakes with Nutella, you wake up one day and you just try pancakes with maple syrup, and you're like, wow, this is different, and I love it. Oh, this is different, but I love it. That's how I'm feeling like today, because I wasn't born I was born in 2001. But I didn't experience 2001, right? Because I was 5 years old. I didn't, because I didn't watch Bundesliga much. I watched the Champions League of us, but I didn't really watch the Bundesliga. I think that was on Rand Sport back in the day. But look, long story short, we're champions. We are champions. Pettiness is my middle name. What's also funny is that the real Bundesliga title is in Dortmund.
Yeah. That's funny.
Like, you would have figured that even like the DFB and whatnot would know, like that they would bottle it.
Mm-hmm.
No. And also, this is a legendary picture. I know he's been posting it all season. Fußballchef. He's been posting this all season on Twitter. It's just so true. It is just so true. Basically, the others are simply too dumb to become champions by Effenberg in 1991. And it holds true today. It holds true today, to this day, 32 years later. And he's still right. The others are simply too dumb to become the champions. Times may change, but legacy doesn't. Times may change, but legacy doesn't. Aguero City last minute goal. Hey, it do be like that. The Butler gene, it's strong. Too strong sometimes. I don't see this happening in the slightest. This right here is my goat. This right here is my goat. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the word goat is thrown around all the time. It's thrown around all the time. All the time. But this right here is my goat. My goat. Sorry. Legendary. Absolutely legendary. That right here is my goat and my hero. My goat and my hero. There goes my hero. Today is just a good day. I'm in a good mood. How's everyone else feeling? How are you all feeling? He played 40 minutes. Goretzka played 40 minutes and got subbed out. Sucks for him. But you know what? As I said, in moments like these, you gotta be ruthless. You got to be ruthless, and I like it. He subbed him on, and he's like, "Okay, you know what? Hey, it do be like that." Then he subbed him off. He was like, "Okay, you know what? Screw it, screw it, screw it, screw it, screw it." Unfortunately, Daniel has to head out. He has to head out, unfortunately, but it do be like that. Look, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, everyone. Do me a favor. Pour one out today for Dortmund. For all their hopes and dreams. For all their fans' hopes and dreams, all right? Pour one out for them. Pour one out for them, all right? Do me a favor. They're gonna be crying a lot today. So just pour one out for them. Respect to Dortmund. Because quite frankly, what they've done this season was very, very incredibly, it was an incredible achievement, quite frankly. To come second and to bottle it in the last game. What an incredible achievement. Look, even Bayern can't do that, right? Even Bayern can't bottle the league in the last match day. Even we can't do that. So they've done something that we couldn't even do. My goodness. We may be champions, but they're the champions of our heart, aren't they? Unfortunately, I don't have one. Unfortunately, I don't have a heart. I love it. I love football. I love sports. Congratulations, MiaSanMia. Absolutely. Yeah. Changes. As Tupac once said, I see no changes. Well, I see a lot of changes right now. I see a lot of changes and a lot of good moves happening. Khan and Salihamidzic are gone. Dresden is taking over Khan's spot. Who I don't know whether I like that. If I'm being completely honest, I don't want a finance guy to be. But we'll see how that obviously pans out. But we'll talk about that in the future. But at the end of the day, look, what's important is that we won. But we still know we need to bring in changes. That's what we need. That's what we need, right? That we're still winning, but we know what our problem areas are. And that's sort of the important thing. I thought it was very symbolic, actually, that Choupo-Moting came on today because he's been out for so long in the second half of the season. So I thought it was very symbolic that he came on. And I kind of feel sorry for Salihamidzic, I ain't going to lie. The guy was celebrating in the stands and everything. He was celebrating for his life. He was like, yes, 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 let's go. Only to get sacked like a minute later. Only to get that's ruthless. No wonder Oliver Kahn didn't show up. No wonder he didn't show up. No, he was at home. He's like, fuck that. I'm not going to the stadium. I got sacked, bro. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. Such sad scenes. Look at this. I'm heartbroken. I am so heartbroken by seeing this. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Poor Marco Reus. Completely broken. Still no Bundesliga title for him. Oh, poor Marco Reus. Poor Marco Reus. How sad this is. I'm so sad for him. Oh. Hey, the guy is gonna have to. People put him on a pedestal. That's what I don't get. People put him on a pedestal. They were like, "Oh, is he the best German, player in X, Y, and Z years?" And I'm just like, "Bro, look at Bayern's squad. We've got like X, Y, and Z Bundesliga winners, and this guy, people were hyping him up like, oh, so much loyalty, always loyal to Dortmund. Everyone else left. Yeah, he left first, my guy. He left first. He was at Gladbach. There's no loyalty there. All right, there's no loyalty there. So this merchant, this fake passion merchant, it just feels good. It just feels good. It feels good. It feels good. I live for moments like these. Is Declan Rice realistic? I think so. I think so. It depends on who we sell. It depends who we sell. I'm just looking for like images. I'm sorry, like I'm just looking for images and videos and whatnot. That's all I'm going out, right? Oh, there goes my hero. There go. Oh, there goes my hero. There goes my. Oh, hey, look, it do be like that. I like Jude. I like him and hate him both at the same time. I can't stand him more than anything. He's like one of those like wannabe players that like people overhyped by so much that I almost don't like him anymore. But I like him because I like the way he plays. But I don't like him because of the way he plays. It's an odd one. It's an odd one where I like him because of the way he plays. I hate him because of the way he plays. And I dislike him because of how overrated he is. Like where people think that he's where people rate him so much higher than he actually is. And I'm just like, I like it. I like you. But at the same time, I dislike you. Oh, not today. Not today. Not today, Mr. Jude. Not today. Not today. Not today. It do be like that. Wave to the camera. He's off to Madrid. Hey, I don't get Madrid sometimes, but you know what? Hey, let them waste their money. That's all I'm gonna say. Let them waste their money. The dream has collapsed. I'm so I feel so mean today, which I'm glad about. I'm glad about. Let me just search for some Dortmund pictures. You know what? Instead of going for pictures, let me go for a video. You know the thing that we just saw? Look, what's better than seeing the images? It's seeing the video. It's seeing the video. Oh. It's a good day today. And you know what? There were some people, funny enough, that thought that there were some people. Oh, hey, respect the Zupo. Respect Supo. Respect this man right here. If I can find it. Respect this man right here. Saying, what does the Wonder Boy actually do in the second half of the season? I don't know when he posted this, but this was obviously a different game. Yeah, so much for that Wonder Boy, eh? So much for that Wonder Boy, leading us to the title. That's what that Wonder Boy does. That's what that Wonder Boy does, right? That's what he does, man. There's so much receipts. We're having so many receipts today. I'll go back in time and finding all the Dortmund tweets, all the tweets from Dortmund fans. I'm not gonna rest until we find every single tweet in the world. Every single tweet in the world. I'm not gonna rest, all right? We're not gonna rest. Imagine resting on your laurels. That's not happening here. That's not happening here. Are Dortmund just a German Tottenham Hotspur? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, you can say that about most German teams. Leverkusen, you can say that about Schalke, you can say that about most German teams. They're all just bottless. The German league is just the battle of the bottless. The battle of the bottless. Midfield, centre back, fullback, and striker. There you go, simple. And also, Bayern were awful today. They're always awful. But it is what it is. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This right here is what it's all about. It's what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This right here is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Look, as I said before, a lot of us weren't there for 2001. But this feels, and I can't say it feels as good as 2001, right? Because that might be a bit of a stretch. But this feels great. This just feels great, you know? This feels great. Unfortunately, Schalke got relegated, hopefully. I don't know whether that will actually be a thing that will happen. I know that there are talks about it, but I don't know whether that will be a thing that will actually happen. Football is a simple game. 22 men chase a ball for 90 minutes, and at the end, Bayern always win. I wish that was the case. At least it's the case in the Bundesliga. Karma. This is what I call karma. Karma, ladies and gentlemen, karma. You know, pride cometh before the fall. Pride cometh before the fall, as they say. Wer wird deutscher Meister? BVB Borussia. Wer wird deutscher Meister? Borussia BVB. Hey! Oh. Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those, eh? It's one of those, eh? Like you need to respect your history. You need to respect your history and your bottle gene, all right? They didn't, so they paid for it. They didn't, so they paid for it. At least they've got free toilet paper. At least they've got free toilet paper. Oh. Respect your history. That's all I'm saying, all right? That's all I'm saying. Oh. 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 There's a meme for everything. I have no idea. I'd want one as well, unironically. I want one as well, unironically. And of course, you know, people are going crazy with the Uli Hoeneß quote for good reason. Because again, it's Uli Hoeneß. It's him making a quote. So of course you're supposed to go crazy.
Say you're not laughing now. You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say you're not laughing now, are you? You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say you're not laughing now, are you? You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say you're not laughing now, are you?
I don't know whether you guys can hear the audio, but it's the famous Nigel Farage clip of him saying, "You all laughed at me, but I can say you're not laughing at me now, are you?" I know what, he's right. For once, he is right. For once, he is right. Man, this feels like crack. This man got sacked in the middle of the celebrations. In the middle of the celebrations. Bro, that's ruthless. He's got a shot and everything. Oh. Yeah. Bro, that's just ruthless. That is just ruthless, all right? That right here is ruthless. He's like, bro, I got sacked. Couldn't you do this before the game or after? Why are we doing this during the game? uh, Bro, look, how do you feel if you're him? He has been sacked. That's the thing. He has been sacked. So, like, the thing is, Build and all of them, all the reports came out like 2 minutes before the game ended and whatnot. That like him and Khan got sacked. That's why this image here is so funny. You're just like, bro, what do you mean I got sacked? FC Hollywood, absolutely. Like, that's the funny thing. 2 to 3 minutes before the end of the game, he got sacked. Like imagine that. The game isn't even over yet, all right? And you still got sacked. That's mad. Look, we're not going to talk about Goretzka today. We're not going to talk about Goretzka today because, you know, we were up 1-0. He comes on, they score a goal, and he goes off, and we scored a second. There's a lot to be said there. There's a lot that can be said there, but I won't. All right? I won't. I'm not. I'm going to hold my tongue. I am going to hold my tongue. I'm going to hold my tongue. It's a good day. It's a good day. You know how, sorry. Look, I'm evil. I'm mean. I know it. But I'm proudly evil and mean, all right? Proudly. On the eve of Borussia Dortmund's crucial game versus Augsburg in a Bundesliga title deciding game, fans gathered at a local church to sing You Never Walk Alone. Injected into my veins. I'm going to try and find every single video of Dortmund fans before the game. Every single one. That's my mission for today. I won't go to bed until I find every single one. And of course, here it is. We can't just talk about Dortmund today, as funny as that is. Let's talk about us as well. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Right here. Oh. That right there is a picture for the ages. Isn't that a Liverpool song, though? Both sing it. It's more famous with Liverpool. Dortmund sing it as well. I think Gladbach sing it as well. Like, a lot of German teams sing it as well. It's just like one of those songs that, like, you know, that's sung everywhere, basically. Not everywhere, but like a lot of fans, a lot of clubs sing. Peak football, absolutely. This right here. Look, when you can win the Bundesliga, right? And like a lot of people are thinking about Bayern winning it, Dortmund losing it. What does that mean for the league? Here comes the Barcelona fans celebrating that official Bayern will not be in FC Barcelona's Champions League group next season. Oh yeah. No matter what, Barcelona fans know how to make it about themselves. And you know what? I'm here for it. Unfortunately, we won't bully them in the group stage next season. That's a shame. It might have to wait. It might have to wait. Is Brasak for real? Yeah, absolutely he is. Yeah, him and Khan. Him and Khan. Both of them are finito. Gone. Today's a good day. A good day. So let me actually have a quick look, because people are saying that like Goretzka, during the huddle thing, apparently like Goretzka basically just walked off while everyone was celebrating, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not an expert. I don't have a microscope, but I can't even see Goretzka anywhere. Oh, there he is. Pour one out for Goretzka. If he leaves, it do be like that. Look, I'm as you all know, I'm not one to like cry about players and how they feel and whatnot. That's not my. I couldn't care at all. I couldn't care less, if I'm being completely honest. The fact of the matter is, he came on, they scored. He came off, and well, we scored and won the game. So I'm not gonna say anything. Man giving tough competition to archaeologists. Hey, it do be like that. I'm petty. I'm absolutely petty, all right? I always say this, and it always will hold true. I am petty. And that's all it is. I'm petty. But I'm petty and proud. That's what it boils down to. I'm petty and proud. The fact that Royce, it's his own fault for being so bad. Yeah. This feels like a great. This feels like a great day. Oliver Kahn is gone. Ooh, this might be my favorite post. I'm not gonna lie. This right here might be my favorite post, and has absolutely nothing to do with Dortmund fans crying. Actually, has to do with us. This right here. Out of all of them, yeah. Which one do you like the most? Like, I've got like a very soft spot for just like the pure red ones. Like this one, I really like this one as well. I think the first player that this reminds me of is like, I don't know what he actually played well, while we wore this, but I mean, I think this one actually, I think of Vidal. This one I feel Hummels or Vidal as well. Hummels more than anything. Phil Krug and Nkunku both on 16 goals. It do be like that. This one, Lewandowski. That's like that. That's who I think he scored like his X goal, 5 goals in 9 minutes. Right center mid is very good. Okay, left back 2014, 2015. I'm in general, right? I'm one of the few people actually. I'm one of the few people that actually likes most of them. The only one that I don't like is this one. This one. I've got and those two ones. I just like it red. I just like the traditional, more like just pure red ones, in my opinion. Are my favorites. The right back and left defensive midfield kid are my favorites. Yeah, I'm just a sucker for just pure red. I'm probably in the minority because a lot of people I know they like having different colors and whatnot, which so on and so forth. Goalkeeper 2012, 2013, right? Yes. 2012, 2013. Yep. You know what? I really like the 2011, 2012 goalkeeper kit. I wish goalkeeper kits were like more popular, for lack of a better word. I wish that was the case because I always like the goalkeeper kits probably more than the actual like outfield player kits. But it's so difficult to actually like buy the goalkeeper kits, and I'm just like, bro, why is that the case? Just make them available just as much. I think I own all of them, but it's like only a few that I actually own with like player's name at the back, which is kind of funny actually. I typically always buy like the kits without players' names. The only one that I wish I'd gotten with like a player name, and that's not Bayern, but that's Germany, is Götze in 2014. That's the only one that I wish that I had gotten like a player's name at the back. That's the only one. Not even like Robin 2013 or whatever, but like I don't know. It's just that's the only one, because I don't think I don't think Germany will ever become world champions again. Whereas I think with Bayern, will we win the Champions League again? Of course we will. In my lifetime, absolutely. I'm not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't. I wouldn't be shocked if we win it next season. I know it's crazy considering how bad we are right now, but a few signings and suddenly we can look right. And a training camp under Tuchel in the summer and suddenly we can look right. That's all it is. Anyway. Tausif, welcome. How are you feeling?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, right. So this might be one of the sweetest championships or like league titles in years because I think when it like briefly Dortmund were champions, right? And the entire Cologne stadium was singing Deutscher Meister BVB. And when Musiala hit that goal, I knew it was coming, right? I knew it was coming all along because we might be bottlers this season, but Dortmund are even more, like even greater bottlers. So I knew something's going to happen. The cosmos is going to shift, and we're going to score anyways, and we're going to win. So to me, it was just they were just like delaying the inevitable, and seeing those fan reactions was like, and the silence in Dortmund was among like the sweetest and most precious. Like I remember this moment for many years to come.
You know it was even sweeter?
Yeah.
Dortmund were champions for 9 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, very good day for us because we also got rid of 2 certain bozos. And also, actually 3 bozos. We've got Khan, we've got Brazzo, and we've got Nick Salihamidzic. All 3 gone now.
Respect Nick. Respect Nick, all right?
I can't wait for the first loss next year, and he's going to be on Twitter. Oh, you shouldn't have sacked Brazzo, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but I didn't, I couldn't catch the entire game. Because I was driving, I'm still driving actually, and I was at an event at my local mosque. So I was just listening, like watching it in secret, and just trying not to be very obvious about it. But I was able to hide my excitement for the Musiala goal. But I don't think I'll be able to analyze anything today. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a good day. It's a despite the terrible season, it is a terrible season for Bayern standards. It is a sweet end to it. I thought I'd be cynical even if we won it, but seeing that we won it in that fashion and that 2 of the main, not main culprits, but like there are consequences for our failures in the cup, in the league, over the season and in the Champions League. Seeing that there are consequences is makes me happy. Now I just want a decent transfer window and a good pre-season preparation for Tuchel and the boys. And I think we're gonna have a better next year. I hope. And I know it sounds a bit arrogant to say that if we considering we've just won the league title, but yeah, it's like this 11th title is like feels better than the last 5
Yeah,
combined.
obviously.
Yeah,
Easily.
I mean, I can't remember the last time it went down to the last day. I think it might have been like 2007, if I'm not wrong. I don't know. But yeah, it's been a long time.
So, Robert Becker is saying can't tweet. Let me try and find Oliver Kahn's tweet. He's probably like, congratulations, Bayern.
Yeah,
That's it. Let's
Like-
see.
like he's a very diplomatic person at this day and age. So
If anyone, I thought he would work out because he actually has like business experience
yeah,
and what. And okay, so I'm actually I'm not gonna translate it. I'm gonna leave it there. Unbelievable! A big compliment and congratulations, guys. I always told you so. Always give everything to the end and never give up. I'm incredibly proud of you and this achievement. I would like to celebrate with you, but unfortunately, I can't be with you today because I was forbidden. Oh, well. Okay. I'm looking forward to next season. We'll not only be German champions for the 12th time. Let's celebrate. Oh, sorry. We're not going. What did I translate? Yeah, we will not only be German champions for the 12th time. You're basically saying that we'll win multiple titles. Let's celebrate. Yeah. Translation is iffy, but but no comment. Hey, I like this one. First person that responded, Servus Holly. And then I don't know what that says, but yeah.
I mean, it's like the tweet version of that meme with the guy who puts a mask on where he smiles, but underneath the mask
Yeah.
he's just crying.
Yeah.
I told you so.
I should be saying that. I told everyone so. All of you doubted me last time. Remember?
Yeah.
All of you
I mean,
doubted me.
last week, I think it was you and I was like, it's 50-50. It shouldn't be 50-50. It should have been like 90% Dortmund, but I knew it was Dortmund, so they were gonna bottle it anyways. But the one thing that not they've done, but we've done with our failures this year is we've made we've given football Germany a bit of excitement. Like I was driving down the road, I was like half watching it on my phone. Like obviously I wasn't watching it. I had it next to me, and I was more listening to it. And I drove next to like a Sunday league game, but for like the under 15s or something. I mean, like all the parents, there were like 30, 40 parents, but instead of watching the game, they were all glued to their smartphones. They were just refreshing the kicker live tweet or live kicker from kicker. So yeah, I've rarely had such a buzz around the title. Like the title race is mostly in Germany. The excitement stems from who's gonna get relegated. So that's a very very unusual feeling about this trophy. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain. If it was down to me, we could have every league title be decided on the last day. And yeah, where are the others, by the way?
I think everyone's just busy.
Oh yeah, I've not heard from Cole yet.
No, I think he's just busy. Oh, he gave up.
Whereas I saw Daniel was here. It was Nagels here.
No, just Daniel.
Yeah. All right. So
And one second, it's official. It is now official, ladies and gentlemen. Bayern have just come out and announced it officially that Oliver Kahn and Hasan Salihamidzic are gone, and Dresden is the new CEO.
Dresden, okay. And no news on the new sporting director, I suppose.
No
It's
news
gonna
on
take a
that.
while. Yeah.
No.
I mean, that usually takes a while.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah. So, before the game concluded, I was like, okay, we're gonna be champions. We're gonna sack Khan. Like we had like 3 people we could have sacked in the board. I'd have wished for 2, but 1 would have been okay. But they actually sacked 2, so that shows a bit of like they show that there are consequences. Bayern Munich. And no one is safe. The manager had to take the fall earlier a few weeks ago. Now two of the like main decision body of the club, they're gonna have to take the fall. And if now they're gonna sell a few certain players. Now, if they're going to be sold, then everyone knows. Okay, Bayern Munich is still a meritocracy. You have to earn your place here. But I'm not sure they're going to move on the transfer market just yet because there have been a lot of rumors about players moving away. So I don't know if getting rid of all of them would be a good solution, like a viable solution as of
You know, this comment right here that says, you could have timed it better, Hetman Besser time can. I absolutely disagree. I think this was the best timing for this because nobody's gonna like talk now about this. Everyone's gonna talk about the title. So they basically they were able to like silently fire them without because nobody's gonna talk about them too much. People are gonna talk about the title. So this was the best time for that.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I agree. And it's also like, let's be real, it's pretty funny. But like, I didn't expect that to come out literally like an hour after we just won the league. That's really funny. Yeah. The interesting thing is, like, I don't know if it's just me. But is it possible that we've conceded a lot of penalties this season? Because I saw that and was like, hold on a bit, again? Like I can't think of any important penalties, but I'm sure there have been a lot. Like,
well,
I mean,
there's been a lot of penalties in general this season. Like even Dortmund. I don't know whether you're watching Dortmund's game. I was watching both games.
like half watching, yeah.
Dortmund had 1 penalty. They really should have had another one, like 5 minutes after they had the first one, and they didn't get it. And that's going to be the difference now. I was
But
a lot more like Dortmund fans being sold, but they weren't. They aren't.
yeah, definitely. But like, even if they had that, like, I mean, yeah, they would have bought. Now, it's impossible to say what would have happened if they had the penalty, because what minute was that?
I don't know in the first half though.
Yeah, I mean, that is impossible to say how the outcome would have been, so it doesn't really matter. But they always need, like, the same thing against Bochum. Like, yeah, sure, it was a clear penalty, but you had like you played against a lower tier. It happened like at the what, like 30th minute. So that's no excuse. Sorry. Like you just had to win. Like all you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. Just had to win against at home against a struggling mindset, and you couldn't win. Like that's 100% on you. Like nobody can even blame the referee on this one.
Agree. Very much so as well.
I mean, there are just times where you have to be honest with yourself. Like even I remember when Bayern fans were like, "Oh, what was his name? Victor Kaschai, the ref against Real Madrid. He cost us the tie. He didn't. We were shit in the first half. Like the second half of the first leg, we should have lost that one 5-1, not 2-1. Like it wasn't Kaschai's fault. You should always look at yourself, and that's something that Dortmund fans just can't do. There's the infamous line from Norbert Dickel. For those who don't know, Norbert Dickel was a Dortmund player, and now he's the stadium announcer. And when they're on away games, he's like the commentator on their club radio, right? So a few years ago, they were also in a very good position, five games before the closing of the season, and I think they were playing Schalke or someone, and the ref made a dodgy call. Not dodgy call, it was a right call, but he was like, "Jetzt macht uns die Meisterschaft kaputt." And that's essentially, in a nutshell, what all of the Dortmund, like the Dortmund mentality, always try to blame the others. I mean, they just weren't good enough this season. And also, if you bottle a Champions League tie against Chelsea this year, you don't deserve to be anywhere near the trophy, like the Bundesliga trophy. So, I mean, neither team deserved it, to be honest. But the top four in the German Bundesliga this year have been very, very disappointing. Disappointing. Bad, like worse than the last year.
Feels good. I'm just trying to find more Dortmund. Schalke got relegated today, and they're still celebrating. Schalke fans are still celebrating that Dortmund lost.
Yeah, that's a rivalry for you. Dortmund and Schalke, they're rivals, not Bayern and Dortmund.
Musiala firing his side to the title while Bellingham is handing out water bottles to his teammates.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't even know he was injured. I mean, it was a world class goal, by the way. It was that was the goal that I saw. Also, the Coman goal was also very, very good, from what I can recall. Like two beautiful goals. But again, like Nabri must be so glad that Musiala scored that, because if he hadn't, this lost league would have been on him, because it was a silly like sort of handball.
Yep.
I mean, against Leipzig, the other handball of Mazraoui, where he was like dabbing the penalty box, and they got like. I mean, if you cast your mind back, like just let your mind like wander through the entire season. There have been so many moments where I was like, okay, we can't be champions this year. Like, it shouldn't be possible. It can't be possible. But now we're here. Who would have thought?
We did well for a couple of goofballs, as the SpongeBob meme goes.
Was it goofballs or was it like goober?
I think it's goofballs.
Goober balls. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Don't you just love football?
But also, it was a very good day for. Okay, like so saying it was a good day for German football might be a stretch. But is it like when it comes to PR and publicity, because every other league is dead by this point. Has been dead for the last 2 weeks, and I think quite a lot of eyes were on these two matches. I remember the stream for Sky Football, Sky Sports Football had like 50K for the Dortmund one, like 20K for the Bayern one at one point.
You mean
Sky
Sports UK?
Yeah, Sky Sports UK.
Yeah. I was watching it on that. That's why I like Sky Sports UK. Like they don't do it always, but like typically like once or twice a week they'll have like one game on there. So to do it for both of them, I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's cool of them. Like especially if you have a VPN. I think they've done it multiple times, right? I've caught like I think 2 or 3 matches from Bayern this season. It's better than all those dodgy streaming sites that I do not endorse in any way, shape, or form. We don't do that.
I do. Crackstream.se. Just saying. Crackstream.nu.
Crackstream.
Yep.
What? I've never heard of this one. Like I've had like at least 10 over the course of my years following Bayern Munich. The most recent one was like Total Sportec, It was really good, but they just decided to drop the live stream for some reason. So yeah, that's over.
Okay, so Oliver Kahn just edited his tweet, and I don't know what he's actually edited. I can't.
Oh, you
I'm
mean
not
he
good at-
deleted the previous one?
No, he edited. How you can edit tweets on Twitter now if you have like Twitter Blue.
Ah, okay.
He edited
You
something.
can't
but
see
I
the
have
previous
no
one.
idea. Well, you can see the previous one, but I'm not good enough to spot what exactly he's changed.
I'm sure there's
Oh well,
someone with a screenshot.
exactly. How does Heiner manage to stay? Just wait. There's an AGM soon, and you know you're gonna have a new president. All I'm gonna say is that El Presidente will be your boy right here.
No, but yeah, if we have a somewhat bad start to the next season, and there wouldn't be anyone to blame but Heiner. So yeah, he's gonna feel the heat, and he was being cooked, like he was getting cooked last year, or was it the year before, where he was like booed and whistled downstage, which was phenomenal to watch, by the way.
Man just avoids responsibility all the time. He did that at Adidas, and he's doing that now.
Yeah. I mean, who would be your ideal candidate apart from yourself to take the positions, the now vacant positions,
Look, if I was the president,
or soon to
the
be
issue
vacant?
is,
Yeah.
the issue is, I think I'd work better as a CEO than a president, because as a president, I need to care about the bowling team and the seniors men's team, and I'm just like, bro, I don't care about any of those. I'll be honest. I care about the basketball team and I care about the football team. I don't care about the rest.
Yeah. You don't care about the FC Bayern Munich chess department. Are you insane?
No. Unless we find Magnus Carlsen to join or Hikaru Nakamura to join, then I'll care. Or maybe any of the Botes twins, then I'll care. I care about chess. I do like myself chess, but
Yeah.
I've never heard of any of the Bayern chess players. Man. Anyway, let me know. One question to you. Let's say Bayern for a year just completely drops off the face of the earth, and you've got Leverkusen versus Dortmund for the title. Which out of those two teams lose? The two ultimate bottlers between Leverkusen and Dortmund. Who bottles it more?
I think Dortmund right now. Dortmund because
you cut off there. Well, you're cutting off. I don't know whether you're still speaking, but you're cutting off. Can't hear you. You don't care about the Bayern cricket team? I've never watched a single cricket game in my life, my friend. Not a single one in my life. I can't see what you did. I don't know. Yeah. When is the next election? I believe it's in. I think it's August or October. It's one of those months. August, September. Well, there's not many months left in the year, so of course, but I don't know. I think it's October. I think it's typically October. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's October. Cancelo receives 2 league winners medals this year. The one for Manchester City and the one for Bayern. Anyway, with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it quits. I'm hungry. I'm starving. We might, maybe, We'll see how it goes. We'll see how many people are available. Maybe we'll go live later on today as well, or maybe tomorrow. Like maybe later on in the evening, or maybe tomorrow. Depends when people are available. But I'm starving. I want some food. I'm eating a croissant right now, and I'm still starving. So I'm gonna get myself some food, and we'll see how it all pans out later on. But remember one thing: Bayern, ladies and gentlemen, are champions. They are champions. They've overcome the odds. They've bottled their way to it. In all fairness, they've stumbled across the finish line, but they've still crossed the finish line, and that's what matters. Even though there were ups and downs, even though they fell and had to get themselves back up, and they fell and had to get themselves back up, they still managed to cross the finish line. They do say it's a marathon, not a sprint, and no season has signified that more than this season. Whereas typically we are the sprinters that then drop off completely at the end of the second half of the season, this time we were the marathon runners, and we made it across the finish line. First, the champions, the victors. So whatever the naysayers may say, oh, Bayern has been awful. Oh, this team, is not playing up to its potential. This team has done terrible all season. Dortmund deserve to win the Champions League and the Bundesliga. No matter what people may say, the team at the end of the day, with a gold to their name, with a trophy to their ranks, and with a Meister Charlotte at home, is Bayern. We've done it for the 11th time in a row, and we'll continue doing it until we get bored of it. With that said, see you all next time. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Celebrate and have fun making fun of Dortmund fans. See you next time. Peace out and bye.